Good Monday Matters. I hope you had a wonderful Easter Sabbath and are looking forward to a new week, enjoying all the things that God has in store for you. My name is Mike Courtney, and this is Monday Matters. Every Monday, I take a few minutes and talk about something to make your life happier, healthier, and perhaps a little bit holier. And that's what this is about. I am sitting outside behind a beautiful little VRBO. I never know the difference in Airbnb and VRBO, but behind a little house in Chattanooga. Doris and I are taking a few days off at the end of a very, very, very busy season to just get away for several days. So we found a little rental house just outside of on Lookout Mountain, and so we're just taking a few days away. And our friends Robert and Joan are with us. We travel well together, and so we're just beginning that few days. And so that's kind of what I wanted to talk about a little bit. I have quite candidly, since November, I guess, probably since the 1st of November, it has been an incredibly busy, unhealthily busy season for me. I'm also holding this tablet with my hand, so it bounces every once in a while. Sorry about that. Just again, unhealthily busy. So busy that I just I've not enjoyed it. I probably haven't done a good job of doing the things I need to do. And it all kind of culminated with Easter week, Holy Week. I had some responsibilities at the church and some responsibilities at branches, and all of it kind of came to an end this week. And I'm so grateful that God helped me through it and people gave me patience through it. But so I want to talk a little bit about the problem with busyness and being too busy. So I was thinking about, how do you know you're too busy? How can you tell? Here's what I recognize. When I am distracted from people, we're about people. We're about helping people and taking care of people. And when I'm distracted from that, even when I'm with them, I'm not with them. One of the great joys of my life was learning to be present 20 years ago as I started my own recovery, my own healing. And I've noticed that I haven't been present. And, I'm talking to someone, but at the same time, I'm thinking about, here's the next thing I need to do or the next place I need to go. So when you find yourself distracted from people, when you have a hard time having a conversation with your spouse because you're on your phone texting the next appointment that you have. The second is when you're discouraged with life, distracted people, discouraged with life, when it's just overwhelming and you're just tired and frustrated and things are discouraging and it doesn't feel like it feels like you're spinning your wheels. That's probably a sign that you're too busy. I'm distracted from people when life is just a bother and I'm discouraged with it. I'm probably just too busy. And then the final thing, when you're disconnected from God, the old cliche of who moved, God didn't move, you moved. You got too busy. And I have found that in these last 5 months, 4 months, November, December, January, February, March, 5 months, I found that I'm just not as in tune as I once was, not as close as I once was. And it's just busyness. It's just getting too busy. So when I recognize those things, I'm distracted from people, I'm discouraged with life, I'm disconnected from God, I recognize I'm too busy. This is not healthy. This is not a good place to be. And so I jotted down 5 things to do when you're too busy. I jotted them down at 3 o'clock in the morning, so that lets you know about being too busy. But these 5 things. Number 1, remember your purpose. Remember what you're about. Remember what really matters. God has called you to something, to a task, and when you're doing stuff that is different from that, then busyness creeps in. Remember your purpose. Once you've remembered your purpose, then establish your priorities. These are the things that really matter. These are the things that are most important to me, and I have to make sure I focus on those things. Establish your priorities. Number 3, organize your problems. Remember your purpose, establish your priorities, organize your problems. There's a little, I think it's called a Johari window, a little grid that you put down. And I've done this before. The things that are urgent and important, the things that are important but not urgent, the things that are not urgent and not important, and then the things that are not important but urgent. Draw a window and put those 4 quadrants in it. And much of the stuff that I deal with when I'm really, really busy falls in that urgent but not important category. I tell you what never gets done when I'm really, really busy is the important but not urgent. Spending time in the Word, spending time with God, being present with those are important but not urgent. And that's what never gets done. So organize your problems and put them in the right place. Number 4, evaluate your people. There are some people that are just draining. And when you are too busy, forgive me for saying it this way, you're too busy for the draining people. There are times, listen, I got time. Somebody that's called me for the 5th time this month, I just didn't want to go eat lunch with you. Listen, that's fine. Now, all my friends that I go eat lunch with are going to say, are you talking about me? No, I'm not talking about you. But there are times, if I've got time, that's fine. But when I'm really, really busy, sometimes I have to say no to the draining people. Remember your purpose, establish your priority, organize your problems, evaluate your people, and finally then create a plan. Get out your calendar, get out your to-do list, and just put down a plan. For me, the plan has been to get through Easter weekend and then to have these 4 days off. And when I go back, I've put some things in place so I'm not going to be quite so busy. So create a plan to undo the busyness. The problem with busy is it takes us away from those things that really, really matter. So evaluate if you are too busy. Do you feel distracted from people, disconnected or discouraged with life, disconnected from God? And then when you recognize that you are, remember your purpose, establish your priority, organize your problems, evaluate your people, and create a plan. How's that for 3 o'clock in the morning, sitting outside of a VRBO in Chattanooga, Tennessee? God bless you. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. And remember that you're never so busy you don't have time for God, for other people. Have a great day. Thanks for being a part of Monday Matters. I'll post something every day about balance in life and about trying not to be too busy. Have a good day.